Tell you how to get rich quick. 20 a month and I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can take you out of this. Get on your grind and take the dive. Can you riddle me this? If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it and flip. You just copped yourself a brand new whip. You poor thing, I know you wanna live just like this.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. Timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen going to go to the air right away. Throwing left side, it's complete. Down to the 10 and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Here's Sanders throwing to start the drive. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Browns. Tyreek Hill, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Browns strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. You look at this Buffalo defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And this is going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hill going to go in motion right. Now Sanders on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards.
He's already got one touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kene Nwangu, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, we gotta get to that. Mike over there.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how I just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On play action, Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Bills at 6-3 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On play action, Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Sanders now to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Motion man is Shakir. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 42 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake. Sanders. That one complete to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Up the middle they go. Sampson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Sanders looking to throw on second down. This one completes Alec Pierce. Pierce in motion left. To throw is Sanders. Throwing on first down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he is going to have a Browns first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kene Nwangu on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here's Sanders. From the gun, he'll throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Allen now on first down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Sanders to throw on second down. That's complete to Pierce. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A final shot before half for Allen. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a...